Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Blades and Bait. Today I want to talk to you about something that usually stays discreet. You expose it when you need to. It comes in different sizes. Some comes with a pointed tip, others is a little bit rounded. Ha! Well, now get your mind out of the gutter. Too late for me. I've been in the gutter. Anyway, what are we going to be talking about? Well, today we're going to be talking about some small, tiny, discreet blades that you may have on you. Something that you can use in an emergency. And of course, the best self-defense is for you to avoid it. But of course, there are times that you just can't. Whether you're a woman walking by herself in the middle of the night, or like someone like me who happened to stumble into a wrong neighborhood, I think it's always a good idea to have some sort of a self-defense on you. Now, in regards to self-defense, it's not always fight for your life and get out alive type situation, but it's also about escaping and evasion. And that's what I've been looking for the past week, is something that's a little bit more discreet. Something that's covert, something that you can readily have on you, on person, somewhere on you, that is not going to be obvious or very noticeable. So let's see what we have today. See, in the past, when I was selling knives, I had my own knife business for a while back in the 90s. Yes, I'm that old, guys. But in the past, when I did sell knives, the options for something that's more concealed, something that's more covert or disguised, is pretty limited. In fact, some of the things that I used to sell are this. This was very popular, especially by the women. You can use it as a comb. It looks just like a comb. There's no metal parts on this whatsoever. But as you can see, you pull it out, there's a plastic blade that's in here, and this was pretty popular back then. I mean, it is a nice covert and discreet last-ditch weapon, but it has only one function, pretty much, and that's for what it's intended for. You can't really use it for anything else. Even something like this. This is made by Lansky. This is the Lansky letter opener. This is made from your injected plastic mold. And this one, you can sharpen it somewhat using a file. But again, you're pretty limited in what you can use it for. I've been looking for something that's more subtle. And something that's pretty much discreet and easily concealable. So this is what I ordered, and this is made by Almar. This is the Almar Stinger. Extremely lightweight. Let's just see on how much this sucker weighs. Ha, look at that, folks. It weighs only 0.7 of an ounce. That is an extremely light weight. And again, with something like this, you're not going to draw a lot of attention. And that's what it's all about. It's about having something that's on you that's not obvious in what it is. Look at that, folks. Very tiny, small, itty-bitty blade. Feels like it's razor sharp, too. Yeah, looks like it's about a little over an inch for the blade. Looks like the overall length is about 2 3/4 maybe. And with the cover on, looks like it hits about 3" even. And this does comes with your thermoplastic resin with a rubberized grip on it. It feels nice, and the nice thing about it is that Most people who sees this thinks it's some kind of a key fob, maybe it's a remote control for your garage. Plus, you can just keep it on your keys, you can wear it around your neck, you can even have this in your fifth pocket in your jeans. And I do like the way it feels too. Have a nice solid lockup. It's not going to pop open anytime soon. You have to depress this button and pull it out. Have this little finger choil right here where you can actually just grip on it. I suppose it will probably be a pretty good light use utility knife, but the nice thing about it, again, it is concealable. It's not noticeable, and in a pinch you might be able to use this as your last resort or last ditch knife. This is my only second Almar knife. My only other Almar knife is this one. This is made by Kershaw. It's the Kershaw AM3. It's the Kershaw collaboration with Almar. And I have used this one for many years now without one single issue. It does come in several different colors. This one I picked out as the blue. It comes in green, black, red, or gray. And it is fairly cheap. Again, I picked it up for only $15. The next one, surprisingly, I've never heard of him before, but apparently Fred Perrin, he is a world champion martial artist. He also worked as a bodyguard. He served on the French military, and apparently he have quite a few schools. But the main thing is that I found this little thing, and I thought it was so cool when I first saw it. I purchased this one off eBay. Anyway, this is the Fred Perrin, and this is called the Mini Pic. Of course, it does resemble more of a bird's beak, so I could probably call it the Mini Pack or the Mini Packer. Anyway, it comes in this black stonewashed finish, 440C, and the nice thing about this, it's more like a little ring knife. You have this little lip right here where you can just hold it and pretty much have some leverage on it. You have a good solid grip. There's no jimping whatsoever, but I have no issues of it actually slipping. Imagine this will be one very effective self-defense or weapon. And the nice thing about it, this thing is tiny. Yep, it's a tiny packer that you can grip. Anyway, overall length, it looks like it's only about 3 inches long. Cutting edge on it is only about 1 inch. And you have a pretty much almost an inch finger hole on it. Yeah, I mean, so far I do like the way it feels. In fact, this sucker is so light, I wonder on how heavy this thing is. Let's check it out here. Look at that, folks. 0.78, not even 1 ounce. Extremely lightweight. The Mini Pic, or the Mini Packer. Yeah, I figure something like this will make a very effective last ditch weapon. Still, it is very comfortable. In fact, out of a lot of the ring knives that I had in the past, this one actually feels pretty good in your hand. Comes with your Kydex sheath. Snaps in real tight. It's not going to fall out if you're going to wear it. Easily concealable. I imagine you can probably put this in your fifth pocket in your jeans. Might be able to put it inside your sock, your wallet, of course keychain, and wear it as a neck knife. And that is the Fred Perrin Mini Pack. I picked this up for only $20 on eBay. Now lastly, I found this. It's made by Benchmark. And I found this on knifecenter.com. Look at that, folks. Isn't that cool? It is a full functional belt buckle. The belt buckle itself is made from your Zytile casing plastic. The knife itself is fits very tightly in there. But I kind of wish that they actually hide this part and inside the buckle itself where it's not going to be too noticeable. But then again, the likelihood of someone actually coming up to you and said, "Hey Bob, what is that there? Is that a belt buckle or is that a knife?" Of course, if you're like me, I usually have my shirts untucked anyway, so you're not going to see it. But look at that, folks. Isn't that cool? You got yourself a little tiny lockback knife. Comes with your G10 handles. Pretty grippy too. Nice solid clip. Yeah, you can also use this, and you can use it as a pocket clip. Let's open it up here. There we go, folks. Little tiny lockback knife. Fairly light. It does feel a little bit heavier than the other two. Feels nice in your hands. There's zero blade play whatsoever. It's just a nice, good solid snap. Pretty strong lock on it. Yeah, this one is made from your 440 stainless steel, but again, I didn't pay very much for this. I paid only $14, and I absolutely love the idea. Let's see on how big it is. Looks like the overall length is about 5 1/4. Cutting edge on it looks like it's only about 2" even. You have your handle that's roughly about 3" handle on it. And this one, like I said, it does feel a little bit more heavier than the other two. Let's see how heavy this one is. And this one actually weighs about an ounce and a half, 1.66 ounce, which is still an extremely lightweight knife. Out of those two, I imagine this one you can probably utilize it a lot more than the others. I mean, granted, you're not going to use it as granted, it's not made for some hard use, but imagine if it's for a daily task, yeah, you can definitely use this as your everyday pocket knife. Good solid lockup on it. Pretty good fit and finish. Nice grippy G10 handles. And basically it just slides back in right into the buckle. Fits in tight. It's not going to come loose. So yeah, I mean, I am impressed. Especially for $14, folks. Anyway, this is just only a couple options that's available for you for something that's a little bit more discreet. Something that's a little bit more subtle and less obvious. And it's just something that you can have on you, and it may save your life. Of course, I'm not going to use any of them as my primary knife or weapon, but it's good to have if it's your last resort. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please smash that like and leave your comments down below. Consider subscribing for some more knives, fishing, and kit videos. You guys take care. I'll talk to you later.